everybody, welcome back to Teach Me Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about beef cows and pasture rotation and grazing for them. So most of our beef cows here, you can see the red ones are Herefords. The black ones that we have, one of them is Angus. One of them, well, two of them are Angus Hereford mix, and one of them is a Angus Holstein mix. So those are the beef cows that we have here. Hereford, Angus is probably the most common that you see. They're all black most of the time. So that is pretty common for you to see when you're driving past pastures and you see beef cows. So in the summer, they're pretty easy to take care of. We have a water in every pasture that we have, so we don't have to try and fill up waters every day. We don't have to try to carry water to them. They have water ready for them and available at all times. In the summer, we don't have to feed them hay. In the winter, we do. Typically, they'll go through about 4 to 5 bales of hay a day, depending on the size of the cow. During the winter, we went through a little bit more last year because we had a larger cow in the pasture, and then we got rid of her, so it went down a little bit. So they were typically between 4 and 6 bales a day. They left now, but as you can see, this pasture has gotten pretty short. So we have three separate pastures that we rotate the cows through. So about every 1 to 2 weeks, once they eat through the pasture and it's gotten down pretty low and there's not as much grass for them to eat, we will rotate them to another pasture where the grass has grown up, while the other pastures kind of recover and they grow back up. So that way the cows always have enough food ready for them at all times. So for us to do that, we will load them onto a trailer and move them between pastures. Sometimes people won't load them onto trailers. They'll just kind of walk them to where they need to go to, depending on the fences they have and where the pastures are located. We have a pretty long walk to this front pasture. So we do load them onto the trailer. The other 2 pastures are connected, so we don't have to do that. We just push them from one pasture to the other. When we go to load them on the trailer, we will make a round pen for them to go into. If there's any shots or vaccines that we need to do while we are doing that, we will run them through a squeeze chute. So they go into the squeeze chute, it kind of locks and puts bars on their shoulders so they can't go through. We'll give them the shots or vaccines that they need, and then we'll let them out into the trailer, or we'll do it when we get to the second location when we're letting them out of the trailer. They'll go through the squeeze chute and be let back into a pasture. I will be showing you guys on next week's video how we load them and we move them between pastures, because we're getting ready to breed our cows for next year to have babies. So we will be breeding Ma, Patches, and potentially Baby is her name. It just kind of depends if she seems like she's ready or not. Patches is 2 years old now, and Ma is older. Ma actually is Patch's mom, and then she has another baby that we call Little Bit out in the pasture with her that she just had this year. So we'll be breeding her back again, and then we'll be breeding Patches for the first time. And so we'll be giving them shots tomorrow to get them ready to be bred later this week. So I'll have a video on us catching the cows, bringing them into the pen, loading them up on the trailer, giving them a shot through the squeeze chute, and then letting them back out into pasture that we'll be rotating them through the next pasture. So that is really all I have this week, and then I'm going to take you up to meet the cows now, see if they'll come up close enough for you guys to get a closer view of them. They're pretty friendly, and they do pretty good with coming up to people. So catch us next week for Teach Me Tuesday. See ya.